So who were the ones that decided to take neighborhood and start to add the variations to it? Like what year you think that came out?
We put the B on NHB in around between 78 and 80. That was us.
And what came first, the B or the Rollin?
No, that was already there. Rollin 20s was already there. That's before us. Like in Spade and No-No in them era and all that, they were saying Rollin 20s. And the families was Rollin 20s. But you know the Outlaws, the original Rollin 20s.
Yeah, on the
You know
east
what I
side.
mean? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
East Side Outlaws, the original Rollin 20s. The Rollin 20s, the West Side in the early 70s. But this was like Rollin 20s. I couldn't even tell you what year they started saying because it was Rollin 20s when I got there.
So that would be something like OG Spade would know.
Yes. It wasn't proprietary to just a neighborhood. Because it was the areas. That's all it was. It was the area. That's all it was. In reality, that was the area. You know what I mean? See, the gang politics is different now because now they've created these blocks. And when I say blocks, I don't mean like streets. I mean they've created these political affiliations that are derived among the guideline of being numerical and with the wording. Like Rollin is a car now, but this is in Crip language. You understand what I mean? The O's is a car now. That's in Crip language. You understand what I mean? Because it's different. With us, it wasn't that way because of the fact that we were only Rollin 20, well, we weren't the only Rollin 20 Bloods, but Rollin 20s represented the geography. Just so happened it just wasn't nothing but Bloods in the 20s. I tell people this all the time. To have an understanding of a LA set, right? Okay, let us just, the breakdown, like neighborhood Rollin, like Rollin 20 neighborhood blood. We said West Side Rollin 20 neighborhood bloods, right? When we say that, the West Side is only telling people what part of the city, what side of the city we're on. Rollin 20s is numerically saying if you enter the West Side in the 20s, you will find us, right? Neighborhood is the gang, right? And blood is the alignment. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that, but there's a breakdown. I can read graffiti and I can damn near tell you what street to find these motherfuckers on, and I ain't never been in a neighborhood a day in my life. You know what I mean? That's just simply because of the fact that it was just, the alignment was growing. Because from the independence, it was neighborhood. Neighborhood was the set by itself. Now, as we started to grow and evolve, remember I said when I was a kid, I was just exposed to those around us. Now, and I'm gonna show you something that's interesting. They were saying CK before they were saying blood. Because I remember some sets that might not even have the blood affiliation that were enemies to the Crips. Because remember, if you wasn't a Crip, you was an enemy. But we still talking about the independence of some of these sets. You see what I'm saying? So you could imagine there were some sets eventually, through the evolution of time, then the alignment is developing that became Bloods, right? But they didn't get along with the Crips anyway. So it's their destiny to be aligned. So this alignment, that's why when we put blood on, it was just our alignment. We were aligning, we were already down with the families, the Brims, the Blackstones, the Bloodstone Villains, the Outlaws. We was down with we was down with everybody already. That was just us being aligned with everybody else. You know what I mean? Because in reality, like I said before, sets were independent. A Brim was a Brim back then. You didn't hear anybody say Brim blood. Brim was a Brim. You understand what I mean? Family was family back then. Black P Stones was Black P Stones back then. They say Black P Stone. They didn't say everybody, that's back in them days. You just said what set you was from. But we were already aligned because of the fact that everybody had the same adversary.
Yeah, and I guess the Crips looked at all of these sets as non-Crips.
What you're looking at is that you're looking at the evolution because for every force there's a resistance. The Crips was a force. There had to be a resistance. So I always tell people the Bloods are only the sets that existed before there were Crips that didn't turn into Crips, or during the time of the Crips that didn't turn into Crips, or the sets that came out and developed as Bloods. But either way it goes, somewhere through here, everybody was a part of an alignment.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description. And thanks for watching StreetTV.net.